In the labyrinthine dance of contemporary relationships, where swipes on apps and fleeting connections often eclipse deeper bonds, few voices cut through the noise with the clarity of Jim Curtis. A seasoned hypnotherapist and life coach whose practice has guided countless individuals toward self-discovery and emotional fulfillment, Curtis brings a unique perspective to the art of love, one informed by years of unpacking the subconscious drivers that propel us toward connection or isolation. At 50, with a demeanor that radiates calm authority and empathetic insight, he has become a beacon for those grappling with the illusions that masquerade as affection. Recently, in a candid Instagram video that resonated with thousands, Curtis addressed a perennial quandary: "Hey Jim, how do I stop falling in love with the idea of someone?" His response, delivered with an amused smile that hinted at both personal experience and professional wisdom, unpacked the delicate balance between fantasy and reality, offering a roadmap for anyone ensnared by the siren call of idealized romance. Curtis's exploration began with a nod to the enigmatic workings of the subconscious mind, that vast underground river shaping our perceptions without our conscious consent. "I like this question mostly because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between reality and fantasy," he explained, his tone measured yet engaging, as if inviting the viewer into a confidential therapy session. This foundational truth lies at the heart of manifestation, a concept Curtis wields not as mystical jargon but as a practical tool for intentional living. When we indulge in elaborate daydreams of a future yet unrealized, envisioning white picket fences, shared sunsets, and whispered vows, we inadvertently blur the lines between what is and what might be. The brain, ever the efficient architect, constructs neural pathways that treat these visions as tangible truths, fostering an emotional investment disproportionate to the present circumstances. Yet, in the context of budding relationships, this very mechanism can become a double-edged sword. Curtis elaborated with vivid precision: "So the more you fantasize about the future that does not currently exist, the more you make it real. This is what manifestation is. However, in a relationship, if you're fantasizing about what marriage with kids and a house in the country looks like without paying attention to what's happening in this present moment, then you're falling in love with something that doesn't exist and you're probably putting too much attachment on that person." Here he illuminated a common pitfall: the projection of unmet needs or unresolved longings onto a partner, transforming them into a canvas for our desires rather than a fellow traveler on life's unpredictable journey. It's a seductive trap, one that promises security through imagination but often leads to disillusionment when reality asserts itself with its inevitable imperfections. The antidote, Curtis asserted, lies in the disciplined practice of presence, a mindfulness rooted not in passive observation but in active engagement with the now. So how do you stop? Is looking at exactly what's happening in the here and now. Stay present and don't move too far into the future until it happens. This counsel, simple in utterance yet profound in application, echoes ancient philosophies from Zen Buddhism to modern cognitive behavioral therapy, urging a recalibration of focus from hypothetical tomorrows to authentic todays. By anchoring in the immediate, savoring a shared laugh over coffee, navigating a minor disagreement with grace, or simply holding space for vulnerability without agenda, we cultivate connections grounded in mutual reality rather than solitary reverie. Curtis's words serve as a gentle reminder that true intimacy blooms not from the soil of expectation but from the fertile ground of shared experience. One can't help but wonder if these pearls of wisdom drew from Curtis's own romantic odyssey, particularly his evolving partnership with Jennifer Aniston, the beloved friend's alum whose journey through love's highs and lows has been chronicled with both admiration and empathy. At 56, Aniston exudes a timeless allure, her megawatt smile, sharp wit, and unshakable resilience making her a perennial favorite in Hollywood's constellation. Yet beneath the glamour lies a woman who has weathered the storms of high-profile heartaches, from her poignant split with Brad Pitt after 5 years of marriage to the amicable yet aching end of her union with Justin Theroux after 6. These chapters, etched into public memory, have painted Aniston as a seeker of genuine companionship, someone who values depth over dazzle in an industry often defined by superficiality. Rumors of her romance with Curtis first flickered to life this past July, when paparazzi lenses captured the pair on a sun-drenched vacation in Mallorca, Spain, a Mediterranean idyll of azure waters and cliffside villas that seemed tailor-made for rekindling sparks. The images revealed not the guarded poses of new lovers but an ease that spoke volumes. Stolen glances, intertwined fingers, and laughter that bridged the gap between celebrity and civilian. What began as whispers soon crescendoed into confirmation last week, when Aniston chose the intimacy of social media to herald their bond. A black-and-white photograph, evocative in its simplicity, showed her arms wrapped around Curtis from behind, their hands clasped in a gesture of quiet possession, both faces alight with unfiltered joy. "Happy birthday, my love." "Cherished," she captioned the image, punctuated by a solitary red heart emoji, a minimalist declaration that carried the weight of profound emotion. Curtis, in turn, mirrored her vulnerability with his own post, a carousel of snapshots from the birthday revelry that painted their union in strokes of tenderness and playfulness. There they were, toasting with chilled Prosecco against a backdrop of twinkling city lights, stealing a kiss amid a crowd of well-wishers, and simply existing in each other's orbit, their chemistry palpable even through pixels. For Aniston, whose post-Rachel Green era has been marked by acclaimed roles in the morning show and entrepreneurial ventures like her wellness brand, this romance arrives as a chapter of renewal. Curtis, with his background in hypnotherapy, offers not just companionship but a mirror for growth, a partner who sees beyond the spotlight to the woman navigating life's complexities with grace. Those in Aniston's inner circle have been unanimous in their endorsement, painting Curtis as the steadying force her life had long craved. "Everything in her life has come together and she's excited about it," one confidant shared with evident delight. "Jim's the best. Her friends love him, he's calm, very warm and incredibly supportive, he's brought a really steady and positive energy into her life." This infusion of tranquility is no small feat for someone whose romantic history has intersected with the relentless churn of tabloid scrutiny. Curtis's fascination with Aniston's multifaceted career, spanning acting accolades, production prowess and business acumen, manifests in thoughtful gestures, like his attendance at the Season 3 premiere of The Morning Show, where he stood as her unwavering ally amid flashing cameras and fawning admirers. He's fascinated by her career, both as an actress and businesswoman, and loves being by her side to support her, the source continued.